I seen somewhere that you performed at Coachella.
Yep. Yeah. For my birthday. That was my birthday. Yeah.
What was that? How did you learn you were performing?
It's crazy. Well, I just got out of jail the previous year before Trinidad Compton came. So full circle coming back down the next April. I just get a call from Playboy T, which is Tyrone, me and Yellow's road manager, Yellow's cousin, and he was like, "Hey, Yellow want you guys to come to this rehearsal thing." So I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. Who's rehearsing?" Like, "Oh, NWA. I guess they're supposed to be doing something at Coachella." I'm like, he's supposed to be rehearsing with someone with Cube, because he was doing a lot of spot dates with Cube, him and Ren. So when I get there, me and Dub is chopping it up, and Dub happened to sit there and say out of his mouth, like, "Man, I'm glad, they doing the right thing." Dub C is my OG, you know what I mean? It's like my big brother for real, solid, real solid. That's family, you feel what I'm saying, all the way. So outside of OG, that's my family, bro. And he says, "I'm glad, they doing right." So I didn't understand what Dub was saying at the time. And all we know is I see representatives for Game, and I see a big truck pull up, and out come, we thought it was Kendrick, and I'm like, "Whoa, Kendrick's supposed to be here? What's going on?" It was Dre. So Dre comes out, the whole group, Cube, Ren, Dre, and Yella go inside the rehearsal. So he like, I got my phone, you know what I mean? I'm like, "Whoa." So he's like, "Everybody can put their phone out, we'll do it in the other." We were like, I'm like, "Ooh, what they finna do?" I was just finna take a picture of him. So I'm like, "Oh, well, me." I'm like, "Excuse me." Like, "Damn, is he talking?" No, I don't think he's tripping off me. Next thing you know, he starts talking about how they're finna rehearse and this is what they're gonna do. And I'm like, "Whoa." I'm like, "This the shit." So I really record now. And then as they finish in there saying how this go, Cube turns to me and he was like, "So this is when you come out." And I'm like, "What?" Then he starts explaining what I'm gonna do, what he'll do. And I'm like, "Whoa." He said, "So Yella, you got the cue for him? He knows what cue is?" He's like, "Yeah, he does. He knows how to do this." He's like, he calls me son. He's like, "Yeah, my son knows how to do this." So as Cube is walking away, he turns around and say, "Oh, happy birthday, nigga." I'm like, "Ah, bro, that's love, homie. That's love." And then turn around and pay me to do it too, bro. Gave me a check as well, bro. So I was like, "Oh, that was a birthday gift of birthday gifts, bro." I'll never forget that. I appreciate that from Cube, man. I appreciate that, Cube, all the way. You don't know that was something special in my heart, you know what I mean, that'll forever be placed there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
that's pretty
it
dope,
was
man.
me, it was the group, Game, Kendrick, you know what I mean? And Drake came and did his thing, you know what I mean? And we did Coachella, bro. It was the most people I ever seen in my life. And one of the best birthday gifts I ever had, bro.
Man, that's dope.
Yeah, real talk, real
That's,
talk.
that's dope that you have these relationships with them, and
Yeah, yeah,
they look out for you,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's really that's dope.
yeah, yeah.
That's good shit, man.
Real talk, bro.
Do they ever tell you
Oh,
you remind them of your dad?
yeah, the one that I'm around the most, DJ Yella, it's like my godfather, man. You know what I mean? Call him Uncle Ruckus. But it's Yella's always been family, always been there. And yeah, me and him we'll go eat. One day we went and go eat. We were on a tour, and our off day was the day my father passed away. And me and him just chilled that day. And, he'll just reminisce and talk to me about stuff. And I like, "Well, Yella, did you dawn on what today is? Look how God made that happen." You know what I mean? Of all days, our off day was this day. He's like, "Wow, Yella's really in the truth, and into God, and the truth." So yeah, he takes heed of that. Like, God just aligned it this way. You feel what I mean? And he's very, very positive. Always been a great influence, even a 110% great influence now. Just a transition he took as a man. And he checks up on my children, you know what I mean? Checks up on me, keeps me on the road, keeps me busy when he can. But his stories will his stories will have you tear up damn near, like, because he'll tell you some stuff like, man, and it'll be like, whoa, like me being on the road with you, and then this is something that I was on the road with your dad, and look at it, it's a similarity. You know what I mean? Or you did the same thing, or I had to do this. So it's some good ones, some good stories that I will not share because I'm sure Yella don't want to talk about them in his days of living now. But the raunchy good stories and the beautiful stories, but he's always reminding me when I'm on the road, of what we do the same. Always late, always doing this, chasing this girl, doing this. As a matter of fact, he's like, "You guys like the similarities of girls." Sometimes he used to be like, "Your daddy would like that one." I'm like, "Damn, Jella, how you know? I got her number already."
Your dad inspired a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh-huh.
you know, from the gangster rap and, you know, what it did, you know, that's still going.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, one of the surprising things I seen, I'm not sure if you've seen, but he inspired Eminem to wear Jordans
Wow, because from the album cover.
from the album
Yeah,
cover. You know, Eminem seen him, you know, that young and just loved it from there, man, and was
that's
just, you
real.
know, super inspired by
That's
it.
real. Yeah, I remember that story. Yeah.